Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's get started with your weekly Wednesday video that we will be discussing from the 12th to the 18th of June, 2025. Okay, starting with your oracle messages. Okay, so also definitely take a gander at these cards. Okay, your intuition will spark something more than what I can pick up on because I am not you. So, and we all have our intuitive abilities. So definitely pause the video, go back and forth as much as you need to really get even more in-depth messages. Okay, also for any of you who would like to book a personal tarot reading, the link to do that is in the description down below. Also the link that I use personally to get my elixirs, my oils for intention and manifestation, that link is also in the description down below. Okay, so thank you, Aries, for being you. Okay, so first up for the oracle messages from the 12th to the 18th of June 2025 for you, you do have the dolphin here. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of fun energy, a lot of, you're doing it because it makes your heart soar. Okay, we're definitely going to read from the guidebook to get a more in-depth reading, but you do have the cat here as well for your subconscious energy. Curious. Okay, like it's giving fun, curiosity. It would be fun if, and that's leading you toward an abundant amount of abundance. Okay, of auspicious capabilities, of opportunities for you, just happenings for you. Love it. All right, so like I said, the subconscious energy is the cat. So we're going to read curiosity and exploration. The cat invites us to allow ourselves to explore those crazy what ifs. Don't quiet that curiosity because your ideas or dreams feel outlandish or impossible. We all have our own ball of yarn with entangled paths of possibility. Pick a string and follow it. You never know where it may lead. Okay, this is about adventure. Okay, be your adventurous, spontaneous self, Aries. It will benefit you. Okay, especially if you go at it like, with the intent of having fun, with the intent of like solving some sort of puzzle. Like put yourself in like your own Indiana Jones movie without the dangerous part. Okay, so you do have the dolphin here as well. Fun and play. Okay, I'm already feeling the energy for us, Aries. Love it. Okay, the dolphin reminds us that we often take life far too seriously. What's the point if we aren't enjoying ourselves? Like for real. All right, it's time to invite more play into our lives. Take up a new hobby, do something purely because it makes you happy. That's all you need, really. We're meant to enjoy our experiences. Okay, the flowers in this card also remind us that life can and should be filled with fun, lightness, and levity. Okay, delphinium is the flower. All right, so with that in mind, Aries, if you resonate, please go ahead and hit that like button. Let YouTube know that I am helping. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go into the tarot to see what other messages come up for you. All right, so messages for my Aries, please, for the 12th to the 18th of June 2025. What is going to help them the most this week? All right, so we do have a challenge for you. What can help you with that challenge? Past energy, present, as well as potential outcome and advice. On the bottom of the deck, the subconscious energy that's showing up for you here, Aries, is the Knight of Pentacles, because you don't need to worry about the when, if, or the how. Like, first of all, if, no, it's going to happen. What you want, what you desire is going to happen, especially if you're having fun, if you're reminding yourself that this is just like a big game that you're playing, okay? You're enjoying yourself. The when does not matter. It's like time-wise, that is irrelevant. It's when you are aligned, when your energy matches the thing that you're trying to obtain. When, if, how doesn't matter, because the universe is going to give it to you in the most unexpected and fun way. Some most of the time it's a way that you wouldn't even have thought of in the first place. So why constrict yourself? Allow the universe to surprise you. Okay, so this is the energy of like keeping it cool, like not doing too much. Just kind of slow and steady, going at your own pace. Putting yourself in the mindset of, yes, this is what I want. I'm on a journey and I'm going to protect my ideals at all costs, but you're not going to be forceful about anything, or desperate about anything. So love that for you, Aries. You do have for your challenge here the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's challenging for you to kind of see an area where you, you're having trouble seeing the outcome. You're having trouble seeing where all the money is coming from, where all the accolades are coming from. You getting out, or you having a totally different life than you have now. Okay, little by little, step by step. I don't care if you need to shift the people that you're surrounded by, if you need to watch more things, or surround yourself with like vision boards full of a different lifestyle. Do it, because you need to be able to feel that, imagine that. Okay, that is kind of a part of the process. So at least think about how you would feel if to just put yourself in more of those circumstances as much as possible. What can help you with that is the Seven of Swords here. I kind of started explaining it already. But the Seven of Swords in reverse is all about, acknowledging the truth of the matter. Seeing like, okay, why can't you picture yourself there? Why do you think that you're not, what is the honest truth? Why do you think that you're not capable or worthy of that? That's what it is, So again, putting yourself in the complete opposite of where you are now. You have the ability, you have the opportunity to do so. So move and get clear on what it is that you want, so that you can visualize it, so that you can start to feel it. Any opportunity, however small it may be. Okay, we start with baby steps. We're human. Okay, you don't have to throw yourself into finding a yacht party in the next hour. All right, so you also have the Queen of Wands here, which is Aries energy. Love that for you. Queen of Wands is representing your past energy. So this is like, showing up true Aries style. Okay, you're magnetic. Okay, first of all, things, I don't know if you noticed this, but things kind of come for you. Things happen for you that you don't expect all the time. So the fact that you can't realize like an abundant lifestyle, a lifestyle totally different from what you have ever known, it's like, but Aries, when you set your mind to it, didn't that thing happen? Like, it might not have happened how you thought it was going to happen, which is something that you should not be attached to, but it happened. No? Really think about that. You're a wonderful manifester. You're like always in the midst of growth and change. So, just embrace it at this point. You do have the Knight of Cups here. Currently, it is something that you're trying to embrace. You are trying to give yourself credit where you're due. You're trying to love yourself more. You're trying to show up for yourself more. Continue to do that. Continue to give yourself your flowers, Aries, because again, life is meant to be enjoyed. Be proud of yourself. Be happy. Allow yourself to be at peace. Okay. You do have the King of Wands here as well. So you have the Queen and the divine feminine and the masculine. Alignment is close at hand if you do not have it already. Aries, at the end of the day, like the Queen of Wands is that energy of like embodiment, but the King is the master. Okay, the master of manifesting in a specific way, in a specific light, using your bravery, your courage to literally bring something out of like thought and emotion into mundane, into physical. Okay, it is clear, it is really manifesting with sheer willpower. Okay, the fact that you subconsciously are patient enough with yourself to like really go through this process is going to speak volumes when you really get there, when you really master how you're supposed to manifest, what works for you. Okay, you also have the Eight of Cups here in reverse for your advice. Standing into your power, standing like that was you, right? Like it was like somebody, what card was that? Oh, the Seven of Swords here in reverse. Getting clear on what it is that you want is imperative. Okay, and standing in that emotion, it's important that you are able to experience through emotion. Okay, if you have trouble visualizing, just find a way. How do you feel your emotions? What gets you riled up? I mean, not riled up, but like, what is it? People telling stories. Like you can literally go on YouTube and, look up abundant stories. You can have, systems read you, like, make up stories for you to, like, so you can really, it can help you visualize, it can help draw feeling out of you. Watch things, like, put yourself in the situation as much as possible, okay? So that you are able to really live in the feeling of, wow, this is what that would feel like, this is what it would be, so that you can manifest it, so you can master how to bring that into your experience and change your entire life. Okay. All right, Aries, so we're going to go ahead and start to clarify these messages for you to see what else comes up. All right. And thank you, Aries, for being here. Like I said, if this resonates, definitely click that like button. Thank you. Also, if you would like a personal tarot reading, the link for that is in the description down below, where you can schedule a personal tarot reading with me. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and clarify, as I said, seeing what else is coming out for my Aries for June 12th to June 18th, 2025. Messages for Aries, please. Alrighty. Alrighty, Aries. So on the bottom of the deck, clarifying this Knight of Pentacles energy, you do have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. All right, this is abundance. This is, and it's a major arcana as well. It's background energy. It's abundance that's always kind of been waiting for you. It's funny because the Knight of Pentacles is like, you're waiting, or things are going slower, but the universe is always waiting for you to just be in alignment with what you want. It's like, Aries, you want that? Copy. All right, I'll wait. Or I'll start to shift things in the background to, like, at least kind of lead you there to where you want. But ultimately, the universe has to wait for you to do your part, to work on self, The Five of Pentacles in reverse for your challenge is clarified by the Three of Swords in reverse, as well as the Sun. Okay, so like I said, you're having trouble kind of seeing a way out or a different life for yourself. You're having trouble finding clarity. All right, you're having trouble kind of freeing your mind from where you currently are. It's like you're too grounded in a way. You're too immersed. You're needing to back up and see your world from a much wider view, a much further view, so that you can start to, like, detach a little bit so you can imagine other things. The Seven of Swords is here for you in reverse, clarified by the Devil card in reverse, as well as the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, again, what can help you is the detachment. This is what this is: detachment from what is ultimately very unrealistic for you, because it's not what you want. All right, this is just unclaim it. It's not your world. All right, you're wanting something else. Unclaim it, unlatch yourself from this reality so you can quantum shift elsewhere. All right, period. All right, get clear on what it is that you want and be like, all right, this is not it. That's it. I'm gonna go this way. All right, so you do have the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands is clarified by the Hermit card, as well as the Judgment card here. Okay, so in the past, again, you were born in Aries. That's just who you are. Okay. The Hermit card is like you kind of took ownership of yourself. Okay. You're like, this is just who I am. I'm nobody else. Nobody else is me type of situation. I feel like you've worked on yourself to the point where you trust yourself and your judgment enough. When you do weigh the options, you kind of get clear pretty quickly, so that's a good, aspect of you that you have honed and seemingly mastered. You're like 98% of the way there. You do have the Knight of Cups here, clarified by the Eight of Swords, as well as the Queen of Wands coming after you again. Okay, Queen of Wands is still in your energy because you're an Aries. Okay. Love that for you. This is being able now to love yourself enough to free yourself from any lasting constraints, any of the unrealistic reality that you do not want. Continue to tell yourself that literally what you're experiencing right now is unrealistic. It is not your life. It is not your experience. And cling to, or don't cling because it's not desperation, but, attach yourself in a way to a certain extent to a different life. Expect different things, expect more auspicious things, research things. Like I said, if you need to create a vision board, whatever is going to put you more so in the mental space and the emotional space to really experience it as much as possible, do that for yourself. Okay, be your own best friend. Do that for yourself. Okay. You do have the Two of Wands and the Four of Wands, clarifying the King of Wands here. So, I mean, there's a lot of firepower right here. There's a lot of, there's a lot of sheer willpower, Aries, because that's just what you do. That's what you create. That's how you create. Okay. You're essentially done waiting for anything. That's what the mastery is. Okay, this is like willpower. I wonder how this is going to work out, or I'm thinking I'm going to do this, and then all of a sudden it kind of falls in your lap. Okay, it's like you're committed, or you're getting married with the Four of Wands to manifestation. Like it's like a superpower for you. That's how that's kind of going to have things materialize. That's what your outcome is going to be. Okay, you're the mastery. That's all. I say that's all like it's something small, but at that point your perspective is different, so it may very well be a small thing to you. You do have the Eight of Cups here in reverse. For your advice, it is clarified by the Star card as well as the Knight of Swords. The Star card is in reverse. Okay, so then the Eight of Cups, like I said, your advice is to ground yourself in the emotions of abundance, of prosperity, of where you're wanting to go. And ask yourself how realistic or unrealistic your thought processes were for your hopes and dreams prior. Reassess your hopes and dreams or what you want to be your reality, and ask yourself like why you've given up on some of them, or why you can't seem to make headway, or whatever it is. It's about getting to the foundation of those things, realizing what's true and what's false for you, and moving forward in inspiration and insight and intuition, okay, and discernment, moving forward, taking action based on joy and love and oh my god, this is amazing, that point of view. All right, Aries, so we're going to go ahead and pull some shadow work that may help you during this week. Okay. Thank you, Aries. I can't thank you enough for being here for so long, or, for as long as you have been. Thank you. I really, really appreciate you coming here and being able to receive the messages, on a weekly basis. So thank you. All right. So for my Aries, the 12th to the 18th of June, 2025. Shadow work, please. You have here arrogant. If you're insecure or fear rejection, this behavior surfaces. Work on accepting your true self and give yourself love as you are needing it. Okay, never forget that you are what matters in any given situation, Aries. You, okay? You also have on the bottom of the deck more subconscious energy. Prejudice. What if you were categorized into a group and given attributes that were false without truly knowing who you are? Okay, these shadow works can be you, Aries. They can be someone around you. There is some aspect that is reflecting you. This might have been something you've already overcome, and this is just your confirmation that good job, Aries. Okay, so take these how they resonate. Thank you so much, Aries, for being here. Definitely take a gander at last week's reading if you missed it. It'll pop up on the bottom of the screen. And once again, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, that information, that link is in the description below, along with the manifestation oils that I use from Saya Elixirs. That is also down below. Okay, so definitely check those out. And I will see you next week already. Toodles.